This is Optimal Living Daily Relationships, Episode 90. 7 Smart Ways to Stop Fearing Rejection, Part 2, by Marc Chernoff of marcandangel.com. And I'm Joss Marie, your host and personal narrator, right here on the Relationships edition of Optimal Living Daily. If you want dating advice, we've got it. If you want parenting insight, we've got it. Just tune in every Monday through Friday, and you'll hear me narrating from some of the best relationship blogs out there for free. And you can rest assured that it's always with permission from the authors. Today, I have a post from Marc Chernoff of marcandangel.com. It's actually the second part of a 2-part mini-series, so make sure and check out yesterday's episode first if you haven't already. Justin Mullick also features Marc and Angel over on Optimal Living Daily, which is one of the other podcasts in our network. So please consider checking out and subscribing to that show too if you'd like to hear blog posts about personal development and minimalism being narrated to you for free. To do so, simply search for Optimal Living Daily from wherever you're listening to this show, or come by oldpodcast.com/listen. And with that, let's hear the second part of Marc Chernoff's post today and continue optimizing your life. 7 Smart Ways to Stop Fearing Rejection, Part 2, by Marc Chernoff of marcandangel.com. Number 3. Question what rejection really means. If a person discovers a 200-carat white diamond in the earth, but due to ignorance, believes it to be worthless, and thus tosses it aside, does this tell us more about the diamond or the person? Along the same lines, when one person rejects another, it reveals a lot more about the rejecter than the rejected. All you are really seeing is the often short-sighted opinion of one person. Consider the following. If J.K. Rowling stopped after being rejected by multiple publishers for years, there would be no Harry Potter. If Howard Schultz gave up after being turned down by banks 200+ times, there would be no Starbucks. If Walt Disney quit too soon after his theme park concept was trashed by 300+ investors, there would be no Disney World. One thing is for sure. If you give too much power to the opinions of others, you will become their prisoner. So, never let someone's opinion alter your reality. Never sacrifice who you are or who you aspire to be just because someone else has a problem with it. Love who you are inside and out and keep pushing forward. No one else has the power to make you feel small unless you give them that power. And when someone rejects you, don't inevitably feel it's because you're unworthy or unlovable, because all they've done is give you clear feedback about their own short-sightedness. Number 4, let your presence overpower your fear. Ever noticed how people who are struggling with emotional problems tend to tell you how they don't want to feel? Fair enough, but at some point we all need to focus on how we do want to feel. When you're in a social situation that's making you anxious, forget what you don't want to feel for a moment. Work out how you do want to feel right now in the present moment. Train yourself to live right here, right now, without regretting how others once made you feel or fearing the possibility of future judgment. This is your choice. You can change the way you think. If you were delivering life-saving mouth-to-mouth resuscitation on your mother in public, you'd be 100% focused and present. You wouldn't be thinking about what bystanders thought of your hair, your body type, or the brand of jeans you were wearing. All these inconsequential details would vanish from your consciousness. The intensity of the situation would motivate you to choose not to care about what others might be thinking of you. This proves, quite simply, that thinking about what others are thinking about you is your choice. Read The Power of Now. Number 5, let go of your need to always be right. The reason your fear of rejection sometimes gets the best of you is because a part of you believes you're always right. If you think someone doesn't like you, then surely they don't, right? Wrong. People who never learn to question their emotions, especially when they're feeling nervous or anxious, make life much more difficult than it has to be. If your perception is always so accurate, why do you make so many mistakes? Exactly. It's time to let go a little. Being more confident in life partly means being okay with not knowing what's going to happen, so you can relax and allow things to play out naturally. Relaxing with not knowing is the key to confidence in relationships and peace in life. So here's a new mantra for you. Say it and then say it again. This is my life, my choices, my mistakes, and my lessons. I have nothing to prove, and as long as I'm not hurting people, I need not worry what they think of me. Number 6, embrace and enjoy your individuality. Constantly seeking approval means we're perpetually worried that others are forming negative judgments of us. This steals the fun, ingenuity, and spontaneity from our lives. Flip the switch on this habit. If you're lucky enough to have something that makes you different from everybody else, don't be ashamed and don't change. Uniqueness is priceless. In this crazy world that's trying to make you like everyone else, find the courage to keep being your remarkable self. And if they laugh at you for being different, laugh back at them for being the same. It takes a lot of courage to stand alone, but it's worth it. Being unapologetically you is worth it. Your real friends in life will reveal themselves slowly. They're the ones who truly know you and love you just the same. Bottom line, don't change so people will like you. Be yourself and the right people will love the real you. Read The Mastery of Love. Number 7, use rejection as a priceless growth opportunity. As soon as someone critiques and criticizes you, as soon as you are rejected, you might find yourself thinking, well, that proves once again that I am not worthy. What you need to realize is these other people are not worthy of you and your particular journey. Rejection is necessary medicine. It teaches you how to reject relationships and opportunities that aren't going to work, so you can quickly find new ones that will. It doesn't mean you aren't good enough. It just means someone else failed to notice what you have to offer, which means you now have more time to improve yourself and explore your options. Will you be bitter for a moment? Absolutely. Hurt? Of course, you're human. There isn't a soul on this planet that doesn't feel a small fraction of their heart break at the awareness of rejection. For a short time afterwards, you will ask yourself every question you can think of. What did I do wrong? Why didn't they like me? How come? Etc. But then you have to let your emotions fuel you. This is the important part. Let your feelings of rejection drive you, feed you, and inspire one heck of a powerful opening to the next chapter of your story. As you look back on your life, you will often realize that many of the times you thought you were being rejected from something good, you were in fact being redirected to something better. You can't control everything, especially the opinions of others. Sometimes you just need to relax and have faith that things will work out. Let go a little and just let life happen the way it's supposed to. Because sometimes the outcomes you can't change end up changing you and helping you grow into your strongest, smartest self. You just listened to part 2 of the post titled 7 Smart Ways to Stop Fearing Rejection by Marc Chernoff of markandangel.com. I hope you enjoyed this 2-part mini-series as much as I did. It's always such an honor to narrate Marc and Angel's articles. Their content is truly inspirational, so it's not surprising that they have been recognized by Forbes as having one of the most popular personal development blogs. For those of you who may be interested in hearing more of Marc and Angel's posts being narrated to you for free, you should check out Optimal Living Daily. Justin Mullick is the host and narrator of that podcast, and he actually features Marc and Angel pretty frequently too. Thank you so much from all of us here at Optimal Living Daily for subscribing to our shows and for joining me here today. I hope you have a wonderful weekend, and make sure to come on back next week, where your optimal life awaits.
Hello, Life Optimizer. This is Justin Malik, creator and producer of this podcast, but also Optimal Living Daily, the show where I read to you from even more blogs covering finance, productivity, minimalism, personal development, and more from incredible bloggers like Derek Sivers, Zen Habits, Marc and Angel, The Minimalists, and all the ones you hear on this show too. So if you enjoyed today's episode and like taking amazing blogs on the go, come on over to Optimal Living Daily and subscribe to that one too. And together, we'll start optimizing your life.
You've been listening to Optimal Living Daily. Be sure to hit the subscribe button to stay up to date on each new episode and head to oldpodcast.com. That's OLDpodcast.com for a free gift as well as more actionable tips and resources to help you maximize your potential. Thanks for joining us, and remember, your optimal life awaits.